This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dominique Ostrander is our guest today. And we're talking about the impact of the coronavirus crisis and COVID-19 pandemic on our mental health and just getting your brain to work right, but our mental health. And COVID-19 pandemic has resulted, of course, in a lot of effects. One, of course, is this economic downturn, people losing their jobs, and has negatively affected many people's mental health. And by the way, that has created even more suffering for people already suffering, who are already suffering from mental illness or substance abuse disorders. In one survey I looked at, they had reported 45% of adults in the United States said that their mental health has been negatively impacted due to the worry and stress over the virus. Not only people worried about getting infected, but they don't know if they're going to have a job, or they've lost their job, or they've lost their business. And the stress and strain on the relationships at home has been formidable. And so as the pandemic will wear on, then it is likely that the mental health burden will increase as you know, as we try to contain, not contain, but to try and mitigate the effects of this virus. School closure, sheltering in place, all the things that I mentioned that we have to do, how our routines have been upset. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to invite you, and I'm going to introduce Dominique to you. And then I'm going to ask Katie to tell you again how you can contact the show. Do not hesitate to call. I've known some personal friends of mine. I know of personal friends of mine who have had a very difficult time with this virus epidemic, COVID-19. Dominique, welcome to the show. And giving Dominique attribution, Dominique suggested the topic for today's show, and I think it's a fabulous topic. Thank you for doing that. Great topic.
Thank you, Dr. Garko. Always a pleasure to be here. Yeah, I think that the impact, we did talk about emotional health, anxiety, things like that that are being provoked, for lack of a better word, from COVID-19. And I think that cognitive function, brain health, all the isolation, especially in the elderly, especially those that are already lonely, I think we're going to see a decline as far as cognitive function, not only in emotional health, but also in just the way our brains are functioning. And that when things do start opening up more regularly, and there is, and I'm putting this in, those air quotes, normalcy, that people are going to feel probably quite full of brain fog, and their cognitive function is going to have declined just because they're going to have spent so much time alone and not interacting with people and not being social, not getting out there, even not moving their bodies for proper circulation and exercise.
Your point about isolation, people, many people live alone. Many, of course, have their families and they're together. That's a blessing and a curse, some would say, because everybody's underfoot now with one another, and uh, people staking out territory in the house so that they can get away from X, Y,
Right.
or Z. But the
Mhm.
elderly who are alone, that isolation. Um, and by the way, too, just as that you were talking, you provoked some thoughts. I was thinking about all of the first responders, and it led me to thinking the isolation people at home, and then all of the first responders, the stress they're under. PTSD is in
Mhm.
play, post traumatic stress
Oh,
disorder.
absolutely.
Don't you think?
Absolutely. I've read so many articles about PTSD. Like now, that's going to be like they were actually saying one of the medical publications was saying that PTSD is going to be the new normal.
Yeah. I, that wouldn't surprise me. So,
Mhm.
stress during an infectious disease outbreak, fear and worry about your health, the health of your loved ones, changes in your sleep patterns, your eating patterns, difficulty sleeping and concentrating, worsening of chronic health conditions, worsening of mental health conditions, increased use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. This, these are the kinds of things that go on during these kinds of infectious disease outbreaks, Dominique.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you know how there's the expression freshman 15 when somebody goes off to college?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're calling it the Corona 19.
Uh,
That
well, it
people are
is Corona
gaining
19.
the Corona 19, not freshman 15.
Yeah.
And
By the
uh,
way, I just want to tell the audience that COVID-19, the 19 refers to the year that the virus made its entry onto the world stage, 2019. That's what the 19 stands for. That's not version 19,
mhm,
2019.
right.
But go ahead.
Mhm. No, and so for a play on words or whatever, but that is so people are gaining a lot of weight from and there's lots of jokes about people initially when everybody was told to like stock up when we didn't know what to expect, and everybody was joking that they ate all of their food stock within a couple days versus having it last a longer amount of time, and that all people are doing is just eating basically. And so because I read about from medical publications, and in the same publication that did about the PTSD, you know, in a little while from now being the new normal, but they also talked about that people that were addicts, like you were saying just a moment ago about the increased use of alcohol, tobacco, and drugs, but that it's an excuse to continue to overindulge in these things, so that the people that drank moderately are now drinking very heavily. The people that smoked moderately are now smoking very heavily. The people that use drugs are using them a lot more often. And so we're going to see all of these deleterious effects very soon. Like, this is not just going to disappear. People that have gotten used to now for the past 2 months of drinking excessively, smoking excessively, using drugs, that's not just going to go away.
Mm-mm. Your points are well taken. Katie, how can people make contact?
You can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can also keep up with us on letstalknutrition.com. If you go to the show schedule tab, you can listen back to all of our past shows. And you can email Dr. Garko. His email is drgarko at letstalknutrition.com.
Excellent. We come back, we'll talk some more. Dominic Ostrander is our guest. She selected a topic that I think is just right on point and appropriate and purposeful. We'll get into it. We'll be back.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dominic Ostrander from Jarrow Formulas is our guest today. I came to the CDC's website, and they gave a couple of phone numbers. I'll share them with you, that if you need to contact somebody and you need some help. They have a disaster distress helpline. And the number is 1-800-985-5990. It's a disaster distress helpline. And the number is 1-800-985-5990. Or you can text to Talk With Us. Talk With Us to 66746. That's the text, 66746. Talk With Us is the site, but 66746 is the number. Dominique, welcome back.
I definitely think that number is going to be used.
I hope, well, if people need to use it, they should. The problem is
Absolutely.
there's such a stigma in our country
Yes, sir.
associated with mental health and mental illness. We're in a dark ages. We still have not. We're doing better, but we're far from at a very appropriate, more sophisticated level. There's a stigma attached to mental health and mental illness.
For sure. And I think a lot of that is because it's something that we can't see. I mean, obviously we see it in terms of acting out and behavior, but it's not something you can see walking down the street, right? It's not something that's physical. I mean, a lot of illnesses obviously are not visible, but there's such an elusiveness to mental illness. And I think that that's part of the issues surrounding it as far as how people perceive it, is because it seems so mysterious.
Yeah, and the the false attributions that people make to those who suffer from some sort of mental health condition. One attribution is you have mental illness, a mental malady of one sort or another. Somehow is some, I don't know, people perceive that. I mean, have heart disease is one thing. To suffer from depression, anxiety, OCD, people see that as some sort of flaw, something that's
Oh my gosh,
really
totally. I live it every day. As somebody who's had OCD since I was a child, I can tell you that people that literally, they look at me and judge me like something's wrong with me, like I'm the one who's weak or I'm the one who's whatever. And yet they're the ones, seriously, that like they're obese, they're hypertensive, they have and I'm like, wait a second, hold on. This is all the same thing. We're all suffering from something. Like, please, one's not better than the other, but yet I'm somehow judged far worse.
Yeah, as if you're less of a person, or that
Right.
I can tell you this is true. My beloved sister, who's gone now, when she was born, she was normal, and then she caught pneumonia, and then she double pneumonia. She was just a couple of weeks old, and she suffered severe brain damage, severe, because of the fever. Back in the day, they had a hard time with that, and so then they called those children retarded, which is a horrible descriptor. In our neighborhood, there were people that ridicule and shun our family because of my sister, or walk to the other side of the street when they would see
Mhm.
us, as if somehow it was contagious, or I don't know what. That's, I
Yep.
mean, that that's what goes on.
Well, that's old. I mean, that is most definitely like old school. You know, that's way back in the day of how what people literally thought about mental illness, and that goes with the mysteriousness that I was speaking about.
I think we might have lost Doc. I think he got
I'm
disconnected
here.
somehow. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you did for a second.
Well, hey.
I didn't hear what Dominique said. Some reason it just dropped out. It does that. What was your
Yeah,
point,
it does that
Dominique?
for me too.
I apologize. What did you say, hon? What did you say?
Oh, I was saying that there's that, back in that's like old back in the day. That's what mental illness was. I mean, it was frightening. People didn't know if it was